for your favorite sketch. Similar themes, very Spider-Man centric. Spider-Man Black, Death of Eddie Brock, Spider-Man versus Green Goblin. You choose the winner. There are no wrong answers. They're already champions. This is the champion of the color division. This is the champion of the black and white division. So they're already champs. Vote for your favorite. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you in advance. I'm looking at my dental x-rays today. Very cool. I had a checkup, my 6-month checkup. I'm waiting for the Whatnot page on my laptop to open up. We've been getting a lot of circle process circles lately. Good times. I'm wondering how much a printer that works costs. If anybody knows, let's see. Let me know. Let's see. Whatnot. I also need to open my YouTube channel. There I am live. Open my YouTube channel. For some reason, the YouTube channel, the title is 2 episodes behind. I'm at episode 270. Which you go on and you can see me drawing live right now on the table. But it says episode 268. I don't know what's going on. Why does that even have to be a thing? I don't understand it. Whatever, Mary, right? Life goes on, right, Jerry? That's right. I noticed on YouTube, it's a Whatnot QR code. Yeah, exactly. It's blocking number 2. So that could affect all of the votes I'm getting on YouTube. I might actually get 1 vote on YouTube. You never know. It could happen. I just bought a book. It's called The Printer That Just Worked and Other Fairy Tales. Ever since I lost my old computer, I've had to negotiate from the laptop or from the iPad. And they're both different experiences. And why that is, I don't know. I know that my phone can't print 11 by 17 like this. Why would that be? Who knows? My iPad doesn't scan at 11 by 17. Why would that be? Who knows? Random bogus programming. Don't forget to vote for your favorite sketch today. Don't forget to vote for your favorite sketch today. I'm going to put my thumb on the scale. There are no wrong answers. Angel's saying no sound. A printer that works would have to have a serial port on it at this point because they're designed to be shit. Thank you, Neri. Neri, I got that impression already. I finished this yesterday for my buddy Eric. There's a note here to scan it. He has a family member who's quite young and likes Spidey and Pikachu, so that's how you get a drawing like this. You please your young niece or nephew. Let's see. Yesterday we had an all-time winner for the sketch Cover Madness Mega Finals. It was Spidey Goblin versus Spidey Goblin Venom Jam. The Jammer gave up the ghost, although it made it all this way from round 1 on, and Spidey Goblin won. And there's Spidey Goblin. I can't show you who Black Costume Spidey went up against because I forgot, and I don't have that. I don't have that tabletop. Let's see, a printer that works. I read that one already. Cool. So what are we drawing today? I don't know. I just thought we haven't done this in a while, that I would maybe try to sell some original art pieces and run some auctions. So I think that's what we'll try today. I haven't done this in a long time. I forgot the last time I did it. It doesn't matter the last time I did it. We're going to try it. Good times. Good hairy times on the stream. All right. This is lot number 45. Let me see if I can find it in my auction. Oh, I see. There's nothing in the store. Okay, stand by. You know I come prepared. Let's see. Past shows, maybe? Oof. No computer is giving me any help today at all. I'm getting progress bars. This is 25 bucks. Anybody want it? Look at this inking. Holy crap. Who did this inking? Look at these lines. Jesus. Jesus. Who did that? Me. Battle Royal, that's this episode. So let's load up the store with all kinds of cool stuff. Interesting. It's been so long since I've done this auction that I can't even find this item in my store. It's 2,500. I know that. Let's start there. Okay, mystery art. We call it mystery art because it comes from sources that are mostly unfamiliar to people. You're not going to find Spider-Man or Venom pages or Deadpool pages in the mystery art for 25 bucks, but you could find something cool like this. Pencils are by a gentleman named Dan Leister, and inks are by me. And so Dan did his pencils on 11 by 17 paper. They're quite cool to look at. I might have one nearby to share. Um, but I was kind of burning the candle at both ends. I had a day job at Curious Pictures as a storyboard artist, and I would come home after a long day and ink pages from my buddy Darren's book. It's called The Celestial Alliance. So, in order to save time and energy, I would reduce Dan's pages to comic book size or close, and then I would ink from there. Part of the book was done via Lightbox, and part of it was done inks on vellum. And so this particular page was done by Lightbox. Here's a copy of his pencils taped to the back, and then I would put the blank paper on top of a Lightbox and essentially ink from there. This inking is actually pretty good, if I do say so myself. I don't know if I can even do this nowadays. I was probably using some kind of ruler or what do you call those? French curve. But these lines are pretty tight. And if I'm doing them like this on comic book size, that ensures that they will reproduce well. If I was doing something this tight, 11 by 17, this could reduce to kind of a mess. So I knew that this was going to be print size that I was working. I wanted to make sure all my line weights were tight and all my rendering was tight and would reproduce properly. So it's been a long time since I've seen an actual comic book or actual copy of this finished comic book, but I imagine it reproduced fairly well. So I'm going to auction this off for 25 bucks. Here we go. Let's see. Start auction. 20 seconds. Let's see if there's anybody interested in an original published piece of art from an indie comic called Celestial Alliance. Man, that is awesome. Thank you, RM Ditto. Hey, Joe, I am working, so I won't be able to chat much, but I am listening. That's right, I'm working too. I'm a 9 to 5er, except today when I went to the dentist. And I went to see if my mechanic is recovering, but he was closed up today. My best guess is that my mechanic is probably going into surgery because he injured his back, popped a disc, and that can be very painful. No bites on Celestial Alliance. How about a Celestial Alliance page signed by me for 20 bucks? That's what? 20% off? 20% off. An actual published piece of art for 20 bucks. Let's see if that goes anywhere. This is our hero. He encounters a bunch of alien superhero types. And they're cool design characters. That much I remember. And you get a copy of the pencils and the inks, the actual inks. Okay, no bites on Celestial Alliance. Um, Here's a comic. I'm not sure what went here. There may have been a double page spread, and these are kind of insets. This is for a comic book for Altered Reality. They are a convention promoter slash producer. And for a while, they had their own custom comic book for each of their uh, conventions. So this was, I think, for Rhode Island Comic Con. Um, I'm going blank on what the name of the con was, but this is a woman. She's like a superheroine from the 40s, and this is her daughter who's kind of taken over the mantle. They're kind of like Catwoman characters. And this guy here is like a Dark Knight, Frank Miller's Dark Knight type character, an old, crusty, golden age villain who's maintains his how do I say this? He's an old guy, so he's got a metal high tech costume that helps him maintain his crime fighting stature. So two golden age type heroes, and the villain is escaping into another dimension. So $25. If I can find a copy of this book, I forget the name of it, I'll include it. But I would say, why don't we just move forward as if you are not getting an extra comic? On the back is some template. It's a template for my sketch cards that I used to do. Um, and it's printed off center. So for some reason, I decided not to use it. And I used the other side to draw a comic book page on it. So this is number 46. Let's start the bidding at $20. This is a published book. Okay. Well, did that work? I'm going to say it did. Yeah, there we go. $20, 20 seconds. Happy to sign it for you. RM Ditto says, Joe, I absolutely would, but my budget is spent right now. No worries. No problemo. Let me turn that 46 back to 25. These are special deals just for today. Here is spot illustration for a newspaper called the Hartford Courant. It was in Connecticut. It's a newspaper. I'm not sure if it's still around. I hope it is. We need our newspapers. Hartford Courant, it was a sci-fi prose story, and I did a lot of the illustration. Well, I did all of the illustrations for the prose story. This is one of them. Some kind of mind reading uh, thought control machine. Loves this drawing. This will not go below $25. I just like this drawing very much. Here we go. 20 seconds. Happy to sign it, like right across the bottom here. You can trim it and frame it if you like. You could leave it as is, but this was done on Acclaim Comics. Acclaim is the company that bought Valiant Comics, which was so popular in the early 90s. I worked at Acclaim also. I did some work on Magnus Robot Fighter, and I co-created a series called Neo for them. Which you whatnot whippersnappers have never heard of. Let's see. Item 48. Is that the next one? Yep. Okay, cool. This comes from a book called Max Axiom. Max Axiom is this like teacher slash superhero slash scientist slash Educator. There's a series of Max Axiom books. There must be about 30 or 40 of them, and I did 6. This one here um, is about space travel. Max Axiom goes to space. This is the first page from that book. He's got his telescope. He's looking at the moon's surface. Um, anything on the back? Yes, there's another kind of a page, or most of a page, from the book called Television Technology, where Max explains how TVs work, which is very educational even for me. So 2 pages in one on one piece of paper. This is item 48. Anybody heard of Max Axiom? Any chance I get to do some kind of educational project, I usually take it. So this was a cool opportunity. I still get royalties from this book too, so that's nice too. Can't complain. Here's one. This is from a job I did for, excuse me, yawning. I haven't slept much today. This was a job I did for Kraft, the big conglomerate food company. They had a nutrition product called Thinsations. It was like a cookie slash cracker, low calorie. And we did a whole bunch of illustrations. I did a character design for their superhero mascot character. I did designs for his lady, his damsel in distress. Um, we did advertisement, like paper magazine ads. We did um, um, animatics, which were kind of like a limited animation commercial. And this particular drawing comes from the limited animation animatic. Um, the articles or the items that I drew are separated so that the animator could take each element and uh, basically work with them separately. So, like if you wanted this hand to come into frame and slide across her body, that's why I did the items separately so that they could appropriately cut out each element on the drawing and then do weird kind of sliding animation things in it. So I forget the character's name, but she's shopping for shoes. Any shoe shoppers in the audience? In the chat? Here we go. $25. I don't always bring these to shows, but if the show is close by and I can load up the car with everything that I have, and I have enough space for display purposes, um, I'll usually break these out as a portfolio piece, and I'll sell a few at those shows. It kind of works out. I don't really bring. I don't usually bring this book to shows that I have to travel to because I can't fit everything. So here is another page from Max Axiom. This one comes from uh, the book about the internal combustion engine. Here's the date it was finished. 13 years ago, folks. Almost to the date. What's today? 5? Oh, it's no, it's about a month over 13 years. Happy anniversary, Max Axiom page. So this is essentially a splash with a large inset. $25. This is the very first internal combustion engine prototype, I guess you'd call it. This is number 69. Angry Geek says he wrote that book and he invented that engine. I thought so. You're a man of all seasons, jack of all trades, Renaissance man, Angry Geeks. It's you and me in the room, buddy. That's it. What do you want to talk about? There's only 4 people here today. Let's see, 69. I'm just sharing some pages from various projects I worked on. One more max. Let's do one more max, and then we'll move up the budget ladder to higher end pieces. Here we go. So here's a Max Axiom page. This one is from the recycling volume, and here's the Max Mobile. Look at this badass car, very badass. We got the dump truck in one of these landfills. We love landfills, right? Don't you want a landfill on your wall framed? This is a couple panels from the book about skateboarding. And let's see, here's this is the date of completion there. That's 11/10/2012. I gotta go back to work. I know everybody's at work. What's going on here? Wanted to say hi. It's always good to see you, buddy. See you on Saturday at WickedCon. Ding, ding, ding. My first mention of WickedCon. Won't be the last. Louis, are you still here? Did you vote? Which one did you, which champion, which Le Champion did you vote for? They're both winners. This is the winner of the black and white contest. This is the winner of the color contest. Which is the Battle Royal winner? I voted for the black and white, says RM. Very cool. Don't forget, this is also in the bin. This is in the Buy It Now section. This is a drawing by Mr. Neil Vokes. 2002. That was the last time I was at, I think that was the last time I was at Heroes Con, 2002, because I traded this piece for one of my comic pages. And so it's been 24 years since I've been to Heroes Con. Crazy, right? So I think I've got some extra stuff that I can sell that they haven't seen in a while. That kind of works. I'll do Heroes Con every 24 years. So the next one will be, oh, it'll be 2050. It'll be here before you know it. That's what's scary. We'll be looking at 2050 any day now. This is, what do I call this? 4000. This is Mystery Art Theater 4000, I think. No listings. Oh, yeah. Maybe it's 5000. Mystery Art Theater 5000. And this is item 426. This is a comic book page from a series called Mac Dogs HKZ. I'm not sure if this ever saw print, but this is certainly an example of my tightest pencils. Um, the guy who created the series, his name is Sam. Sam was gonna reprint. He was gonna go right to color from this, so there's gonna be no inking stage. So my pencils had to be super tight. So they were. Jesus, I don't draw this tight for myself ever. But here's the date on that, November 15th, 2011. Uh, this is probably 8.5 by 14 artwork. 426, $50. Start auction. Actual original art page of my pencils. Comes with my layouts. I was doing layouts on small pieces of paper like this, and then I would blow them up to comic size and go directly to pencil from there. Kind of like what I did with Celestial Alliance, except instead of inking, I was just really, really tightly penciling. I kind of like this piece, 11506. It's amazing what you'll find in your storage unit in various piles and stuff. This is a young man and his family going on vacation to Mars, and here he is. He's saying goodbye to his friends, and he's a little nervous because he gets motion sick when you hit warp drive. You know how it is. So this is 428. Spot illustration for a magazine. I forget the name of the magazine. Anything on the back? No, but you do get the looks like the layouts. Let's see what that looks like. The sketch layouts, again, from which I kind of probably did them at a smaller size, blew them up to spot illustration size, and then went to inks from there. That's my best guess. It's been a while. It's been 20 years almost since I've done this piece. Spot Illo, $50. Here we go. RM voted for the black and white. It's a tight race, man. Holy cats. One's got 6, two's got 4. They're both great. They're both fun. I'm going to prefer this one because it's my original layout. It's my original design, whereas this is like a homage for Clayton Crane. Clayton Crane was the first guy to draw this image with this concept. And we all know Clayton Crane charges $100 a minute for a sketch, right? Remember that? And he has a minimum. He'll only do 5-minute sketches. You can go longer, but his minimum is 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Anybody interested in this piece at $40? Take $10 off just today. I'm looking to sell some stuff today. $40 for an original art published drawing. I don't know if you can get that anywhere here on Whatnot for that price. Bling. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? Here's an ad I did for Orbit's gum. Good times. So Orbit's gum is a toothpaste, like an anti-cavity toothpaste. And so they had a superhero character that I drew for them. I didn't do the design, but I did do a 2-page magazine ad for Orbit's gum, and this features the Orbit superhero. Once again, here's my sketch layout phase, which was probably done smaller and then blown up in size to magazine size so that it would reproduce properly. So I guess this guy's the cavity Nazi or something, and then everybody's covered in plaque and their teeth are all nasty and shit. And here comes Orbit's the hero. He beams down from wherever and he's shooting fireballs and clearing up all the plaque with his power rays. He takes out the enemy, and everybody's got their big ass teeth nice and shiny again. So once again, published ad. What year? I don't remember. Published ad for a magazine for Orbit's gum. This is lot 431. We haven't broken these out in a while. I'd say, I wonder if I've broken them out this year. It's been a while. Do 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 do. Here's me working super large. This comes from a book called The Amazing Kreskin. How Kreskin Became Amazing. The Amazing Kreskin, he's like a magician slash psychic slash mentalist. He's been on old school variety shows like David Letterman and Jimmy Fallon and The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. He's been around for a long time. He just passed away last year, but I worked on this comic book insert for him for one of his books. It was called Conversations with Kreskin. And we were both going to appear at the same show, Northeast Comic Con in, where is it? Marlborough, Mass? I forget where it is. Anyway, so we reprinted the comic book insert, which appeared in Conversations with Kreskin. We reprinted it for the Northeast Comic Con. So, excuse me. So yeah, we reprinted it. So this is a convention exclusive. This is the original art for one of the panels in the page page 3. There's the finished colored and lettered version, and that's the original art. So let's see, original art for Kreskin. This is 441. I know my wife Sonia doesn't want me to sell this because she loves Amazing Kreskin. I'm lying. She said I'm lying. Here we go, 20 seconds. So you get a copy of the original art and you get a copy of the convention exclusive for $50. What a deal. What a steal. It's for real. Sacrifice a meal. Nobody did that? Wow, I'm shocked. I thought my rhymes would kill it. Here is another. Let me see if I have this. Give me a second. I wonder if I just think I might have seen a copy of this. 1 second. I couldn't find the Hartford Current, but I did find some of the magazines that my work has appeared in. Dude, man, this was my regular living for a while. I'd just get calls, regular calls from magazine, corporate advertising, stuff like that. This was like my thing. And when that would dry up, the storyboards would replace it. And when storyboards dried up, I did comic book work. And when the comic book work dried up, I get more illustration work. It was pretty damn steady for a long time. So this is an Acclaim Comics paper, pencils and inks by me. This is a spot illustration for the Hartford Current, much like that other one where the person was sitting in the lie detector type machine. Let's see, this is 443. Bling. Greens saying fire, fire. Thank you, Greens. Published art on Acclaim Comics paper, even though the client is Hartford Current. Thanks, honey. This is kind of comparable to one of my single figure drawings. That's kind of comparable. This was, I think this was a Spot Illo promotional piece for the Robin Hood Foundation, which is in Brooklyn. They are, I guess they're a charity of some kind. And so this is their Robin Hood character. And here he is. Something like this, 150 bucks easy on 9 by 12 or on sketchbook paper. Yeah, totally. It's a $150 piece right there. But because it's not your favorite character, it's only $50. This is $444. Start auction. Here we go. So $150 worth of commission art right here for 1/3 of the price. I think I drew the arrow separately and it was assembled in Photoshop. I forget why. What a deal this was, though. 50 bucks. And then this is a, what do you call it? This is a illustration for, I believe it was for Starbucks. Zario is a Toshiba product. It's a medical scanning device called the Zario machine. Zario, Toshiba came to me and for a character, asked me to design a character to represent the Zario machine. So we came up with this guy right here, a superhero costume. And they did a cross promotion. I believe it was with Starbucks, but it was some kind of coffee promotion. And so this was a separate illustration for the Zario machine. I think it was in coffee shops or something like that. I forget what the use was. Here's the original sketch on tracing paper and the actual original art. This is what item number is this? I'm going to say it's item 443 because I don't see a description in 443. So here we go, 20 seconds. $50 gets you the actual original published art and the process sketch. Some people like to see process. I love to see process. It shows the thinking, and that's my favorite part of the whole drawing. It's the thought, the idea, the concept, the thought process. I like it better than the drawing style or the technique or whatever. I just like to see people's brains in action. So I think this is item 443. I'm going to put a little post-it on there. 1 second. We'll do some drawing in a few minutes. I want to bump up the volume on the pieces, on the value of the pieces. Let's see if I have any $100,000 bar pieces floating around. Let's try one more. Spot illustration. This is for a teen. Actually, it was for a college magazine, Spot Illo. It's like two roommates. Uh, you whatnot whippersnappers wouldn't even understand this concept. They're questioning. They're going through the itemized phone bill and trying to figure out which one of these ladies called who. So this was a whole thing back in the day when you shared a telephone line in a college dorm, and you get the phone bill, and each phone call was itemized on the bill, so you could suss out who called who for how long, and then divvy up the phone bill uh, accordingly. And so this is an old school concept you whatnot whippersnappers would never understand, but it's a cool drawing. Let's see, 420. There they are. Teen phone bill magazine spot. So yeah, it was for like a college campus magazine. I forget the client's name. $50, original published art. And this is the gentleman. I think he was the art director. Oops, I should probably blank that out. Okay, 1 second. We're going to bump up the value on these original art pieces. I'll be right back. Here's one of those books for Altered Reality, the convention people. This is for the Rhode Island Comic Con, which is a favorite of mine. I was a regular for a long time. And now I hope they have me back this year. They skipped me last year. Let's see. So, book was divided among several artists who were going to appear at the show. So I'm just trying to show you. Oh yeah, here is this is a panel featuring the Road Warrior character. She's like a Wonder Woman from Rhode Island. Get it? Road Warrior. So this was a panel. They again, one of those projects where I had to pencil super tight because they weren't going to ink it. So the final product was produced from directly from my pencils. Not too bad, right? So here's the splash page plus a comic book, both of which I can sign for you. This was done 8/17/16, almost 10 years ago. I could sign the comic for you and the original art for 100 bucks. Let's see. Something like this, right? On a sketch cover, 150. Background is 200. Additional figures, and it's twice the size. So this is something like $300 to $400 worth of if closer to $400 worth of work for 100 bucks, 75% off. Plus you get a comic book. What a deal. Similar, although I should keep this one. I'm going to keep this one. Here's a page from one of my favorite gigs. It's called the Fabian Cousteau Adventures series. This is from the first book out of 4. It features the first book was called The Great White Shark Adventure, where Fabian Cousteau, grandson of famed undersea explorer Jacques Cousteau, he and his crew go in search of a great white shark. And so on the way, they encounter different animals. This was an albatross. This is quite well done, if I may say so. I like the action in the animals. On the back is something I did for the Pennsylvania Public Library. They had a super team to represent the library, and so this is. I know that I did this piece, but this may have been like a sketch or a prelim or something. I'm not sure because I know there's a final inked piece of that particular drawing. Not sure where it came from or where it went. Anyway, so you get the actual the actual pen and ink original art from which the book printed, and then you get the extra sketch on the back for 100 bucks. This is item 101. Here we go, 20 seconds. Any animal lovers in the chat? Love animals. It's especially challenging because I'm not great at drawing them. So every day, it seemed like every day working on these books, I would have to draw a different animal. So it was a whole learning process, kind of like a crash course in animal art. Here's one with the great white shark itself right there and there. Hey now, and kind of there. It's a fin. It counts. So they're trying to lure a fish, and they caught the shark, and the shark was so large that it dragged the boat around for some time. This is page 47 in the Great White Shark Adventure. You can also grab the book, and then you'll be able to see the printed version and have the original art. Here we go, 20 seconds. Let's see, this is page 61, same book. This is an oarfish. Look up oarfishes online. They are quite crazy looking character. They actually swim vertically. I kind of cheated. I cheated the oarfish's position um, in order to fit it properly in the page, but they usually swim vertically with their head towards the surface or below. Uh, it's kind of an interesting animal. More gig from Mac Dogs HKZ. This guy's name is V Rex. Something like this. At least $300 plus background. This is a $400 piece. Comes with the sketch. Remember, I usually do the sketches smaller back then, and then I would blow them out up to printable size. So here we go. This guy V-Rex, $100. What a deal! What a steal! It's for real. Pencils are super tight because we're reproducing directly from the pencils. They weren't going to be inked. Oof. This was for a furniture store in North Carolina. Again, comes with the smaller layout, which was enlarged. From there, I light boxed it. Again, an image like this, 150 for a sketch cover or 9 by 12 plus background is 250 plus the size. This is somewhere around $400. Going for $100. Here we go. $400 worth of work. 75% off. Same job, different character. I like this one. I like how I broke the pattern of the pillar with the light from the window. I like how I did that. Simple, but it also helps bring your attention to her face. So this was the furniture. Excuse me, she's like a superhero designer of furniture, and she's got her super T square. She's tossing it in your face. There you go, 20 seconds, $100, 150 for the figure, 200 for two or 100 for the background. Uh, that's 250 plus the size. It's a little bigger than a sketch cover. So this would be somewhere around 400 bucks. If you asked me to draw this character, he's called a roach, so like a robot assassin. If you asked me to draw this guy specifically with his multiple arms, it would be 150. If you asked to have him standing in wreckage and smoldering, smoking wreckage, that would be an additional 100. This is a $250 piece because it's a little larger than a sketch cover or 9 by 12 size. Not much larger, but a little bit larger. So it's probably somewhere around 300 bucks worth of work. But take it home for 100 bucks. Does not have the sketch with it. No sketch for this one. Did that run? Sorry. Let me try it again just in case. There we go. Jam Piece Starter Upper. Get some of your favorite artists at a convention to fill in these spaces. You create a nice memento for yourself for that day. Here we go. Start auction. 20 seconds. Head sketch is 100 bucks plus color. It's not much color, so it's half price. Color piece is usually plus 100, so this is plus 50 because there's not much to color here. Head sketch. You decide the turtle, and I'll give him his prop in the background, like sticking out of a piece of wood or something like that. You decide the character, and I will do a small additional art piece displaying whoever this turtle is, their signature weapon. 20 seconds. Cool. Don't forget to vote for your favorite champion. They're both champions. They're undefeated in their divisions. The black and white winner, the color winner. So you decide who's the overall battle royal winner. Zombie Wolverine. 100 bucks for the head slash bust, a little extra for the hand slash claw, plus 100 for color. It's 150 to start. Here we go. I'm sorry, it's 250 to start. Wrong math. Here we go. We're live. He's kind of like a zombie, so his skin is peeling off. You can see the adamantium skeleton underneath down here in his neck. Boop, beep, 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 beep. Do, 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 do. Don't forget to vote for your favorite champion. Black and white champion versus color champion. No wrong answers here. Vote for your favorite. Let me know who you voted for in the chat. Let's have a look at YouTube and see if there's anything going on over there. Not a heck of a lot. That's cool. The cool thing about YouTube is you can watch the stream after we finish going live. Don't forget to vote for your favorite champion. It's the color champ versus the black and white champ. Vote for your favorite. There are no wrong answers. Excuse me. Hey Joe, since we grew up in the same decade, our taste in music is very similar. Is this Spidey a commission or something to get ahead with? Something to get ahead with. For sale. It's a little quiet today, so I'm just moving forward with something that I can sell this weekend if I don't sell here. But certainly something if you wanted to purchase here, you could do that. That's why I'm here. It's always the simplest way that kind of works best. If we do that, the hand is already kind of all fits. So wild how that works. I was hoping that I'd be able to extend his arm backwards, but it looks kind of weird and it doesn't fit the shape. It kind of makes the shape static, has no motion. So there you go. Don't forget to vote for your favorite sketch. Both champions in their division. This is the Battle Royal. No wrong answers. It's free and it's very scroll friendly. If you want to just flip through shows, you can flip to this show, put your vote in, and flip on to see what else is going on. Don't forget to vote for your favorite champion. Black and white champion, color champion. This is the head-to-head battle royal. No wrong answers. Welcome all. You don't have to be a follower or a purchaser, a buyer, anything. Just come on in, take the poll, and hang around or blow out, whatever you like. Good, Joe. Thank you, RM. I'm not the biggest fan of this leg. Vote for your favorite. Black and white, the champion of the black and white division versus the champion of the color division. There are no wrong answers. this going to be black and white, or are you going to color? I'll sell it as a black and white. If somebody wants it colored, they can certainly add color. What are the hours for the Fan Expo in Philadelphia, Joe? Geez, I couldn't tell you at the moment. It's still 2 weeks away, Ange. Pretty sure it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's about all I got. I have notes to leave here at 4 a.m. so I can get there at a decent time on Friday. It's roughly a 6 to 7 hour drive. It's probably my limit as far as how much I want to drive. Faded black, black and night. I want to see you painted black, black as night. Mm-hmm. So now. Paid our debts on. Yeah, we paid our debts on. Boom. Anxious Friday 4 to 9, Saturday 10 to 7, Sunday 10 to 5. Yeah, I'll be out of there 5 sharp on Sunday. I'm going to have to drive home. Pay out, that's on time. Boom, 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 boom. Are you paid by the con or do you just get a space? Never been sure how that works. It's different with each show. Some shows will pay my travel and comp me a table. Some will comp me 2 tables. Some won't give you anything, like New York. New York is like you just get the opportunity to be at the show and you got to pay the rest. Most of the time, I'll get travel and table and like a per diem for meals and stuff like that. Some shows treat the comic artists like incidentals. Some shows treat the comic artists with much respect. Like the Little Giant show in New Hampshire, it's all about the artists and the comics there. So they honor the creators. Very worthwhile to go to that show. Even the term artist alley is kind of derogatory, isn't it? It should be the artists. So I'm trying to think of an honorary location. Not the artist arcade, but artists honorarium, something like that. Artist gallery, that's not bad. I was trying to think of something alliterative like artist alley, AA, like a word that begins with A. That means gallery or honorarium or academy, the Artist Academy. Steadfast and true. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Special breed. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, you will tonight. Yeah, I'm still. Nice. Nice. Nice.
Any person or object whatsoever that requires your attention is something that has veered from its path and preordained destiny of total enlightenment. Never wanted a typical life, scripted role, trophy wife. All I ever wanted to be left alone. See my beds made up at night, 'cause in my dreams I roam. Just trying to find so many reasons why. So many reasons why I don't belong here. But now that I am mine, gonna conquer with no fear until I find my way back home. Until I find my way back home. Most people in this world are born dead, but I was born alive. This dream, dream outside my head. That I could find way back home. Way back home. Is this the way? Power to the ones who can raise a child like me. The path was set, but if you look, the truth will set us free. I've heard about those happy endings, but still a mystery. Let me tell you about me. I'm happy when I can see. Way back home. Can you see?
Our song to Everything has changed. Using Google, I found Artistscape Gallery and Artist Haven. The rest doesn't sound like they're artist-centric. I like both of those. I don't love them, but I like them. Better than Artist Alley.
It's unfortunate that when we feel stuck, we can roll ourselves over 'cause we're uncomfortable. I like where the devil makes us sick, but we like it when we're spinning in his grin. Love is like a sin, my love, for the ones that feel it the most. Look at her with her eyes like a flame. She will love you like a fly, never love you again. It's unfortunate.
Don't forget, it's the Battle Royale, the winner, the champion of the black and white contest versus the champion of the color contest. Vote for your favorite. It looks definitive here. Black and white winning over color. That would be a rare occurrence, I think. People naturally gravitate towards color. Come on. Oof.
This is our in the room. Loveless is so warm. There's nowhere to go. Oh no, you made the choice, and now it's up to me to bow out gracefully. You know you hold the key, but baby, whenever you call me, I'll be there. Whenever you want me, I'll be there. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. I'll be around. Oh, I thought I knew just what to say. Now I found out today that all the world has its own way. But I know there's always a chance, a tiny spark remains. Yeah, and sparks turn into flame, and love can burn once again. Sure that you know it whenever you call me, I'll be there. Whenever you want me, I'll be there. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. I'll be around, be around. Oh yeah. Whenever you call me, I'll be there. Whenever you want me, I'll be there. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. I'll be around. Whenever you call me, oh, whenever you want me,
I'm calling it.
whenever you need me,
I'll be around.
be around.
Babe. Joe, you see the SM1000 cover yet? I saw it. And all I have to do is say shrug. I'm going to have to leave for the rest of the day. I have something that requires my full attention. Have a great one. I'll see you later, RM. Looks like a Lego Spider-Man. It's not my favorite cover, and it's certainly not for an anniversary issue like 1,000. If it was this issue 862 or something, I'd be like, wonky cover. Let's move on. but for 1,000. One of the best covers ever made is actually Amazing 100. So that in itself is hard to beat. It's one of my favorite covers of all time. Don't forget to vote for your favorite. I'm about to close up shop. Black and white champ or colored champ. We have a definite lead here today, but it's not too late for the color piece to rise to the fore. I'm calling this one Spidey Swing, and it is up for sale right now. It comes with a top loader like this, and it comes with a COA built in. So feel free to bid on this one. If there's anything else you see in the bin, feel free to ask questions if you have any. I'm just gonna black this out. I think I better let go. Cool. So this didn't sell, or did I run the auction? I didn't see it run. Shit. Let's do it one more time just in case I screwed something up. Okay, there it is. I see it launched. I bought tickets for the Sunday Fan Expo. I will see you there with my family. Fan Expo Philly on Sunday. That sounds good. It's cool if this doesn't sell here. I will bring it with me to WickedCon this Saturday. I'll have something extra to bring. No worries. But you can take it off the hands of the Wickedeers. I'll send it to you before the show.
It looks like another love TKO. Hey, I better let it go. Let it go, baby. Cause it looks like another love TKO. TKO. I better let it go. Oh, you knocked me down. Looks like another love TKO.
I have this Sketch Cover Madness winner paper if you are not going to keep it. Yeah. This is your piece, right? You may be the winner. I have to tally up the social media. Okay, no bites, no worries. Let's move to the final countdown here, and we'll get out of here. With 62% of the vote, a slow day today. Only 13 votes for the winner. And then 38% of the vote, which is 8. Let's check out the Instagram. 12 votes on Instagram. We got a number 2. We got 2 number 1s. We got a number 2. 2 number 2s and a number 1. We've got a 1, a 2, and a 1. We've got an angel vote for 1. Maddie says 1. Raul says 1. Johnny Pez says 1. So that's 4 1s. Let's see what Facebook says. Come on, Facebook. Behave. 14 votes. on Facebook. I have to go one. It's just fire to me. We've got 2 1s. Why can't I like these? 2 1s and a 2. 1, 2. 2 1s and a 2. A 1 and a 2. Really difficult, but I think 2. 2 1 2. 2 1 2. 2 1 1. And then we check. Joe St. Pierre Art. And we've got 4 votes there. All ones. Holy sugar. 3. Angel padding that ballot box. 1, 2, 3, 4. No worries. If you're going to take the time to vote in all social media platforms, you should win. You should win. Sketch cover fanatics. You got to vote for number 2. Spider-Man fandom. Anything going on in Spider-Man fandom? No deal. Okay, finally, Blue Sky, where I get no traction. We got 1 vote. Let me guess. Who is it? Ange votes in all platforms. Nice job. I will get it from you when I see you at the Fan Expo. We'll be bringing friends as well. Okay. No worries. Thanks to everybody who voted. It looks like we have a clear winner. 8 plus 11 is 19. And 13 plus 5, 10, 15, 22 equals 35. The Battle Royal winner is Symbiote Spider-Man, Death of Edward Brock. Battle Royal winner. Congratulations. Black and white piece, too. Sweet. All right. So we're gonna blow out any final questions. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see some of you at WickedCon, maybe? And if not, I'll see some new people at WickedCon. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday at noon, most likely, and Thursday at noon for sure. Okay. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Talk to you.